Crypto traders, today we are going to show you our newest product and give you a walkthrough of that product, the DEX pairs screener. Now, quickly pay attention, tradingview.com, hover your mouse over products, move your mouse to screeners, and you'll find the DEX pairs screener. Click it just as we did there. Now, for all the new crypto traders out there, a DEX is a decentralized exchange. This means it is two parties, two traders, two investors meeting on a decentralized exchange and making a trade without a middleman. They are quite literally just two traders meeting up on an exchange and placing the trade themselves. A buyer and a seller agreeing to terms and making that trade. Now, when you get to the DEX screener, there is one important thing to take note of, and that is if you click the drop down, just as with the other screeners, you can save your screens, rename your screens, export results, create a new screen, and even access some popular screens that are from the TradingView DEX screener tool. And you can even read about these screens, these popular screens. And what's going to be helpful here is if you're new to DEXs, you're going to see some information here that's really just going to help you understand how this tool works. For example, most buyers. This is going to be DEX pools, decentralized exchange pools, with the most unique buyers in the last 24 hours. So it's going to be looking for unique buyers over 24 hours and showing them to you as a list. Let's click it. We've already whittled it down with that one click to 365 symbols. And now let's pay attention to what's happened. So now you really know how this tool works. First of all, you can see the logo here. This is a good way to confirm whether you are finding the correct symbol logo. Next, you're going to see the symbol name, which by the way is clickable. So you can click these symbol names to really quickly get to the next destination to research that symbol even further. And then you're going to get the actual description here of that symbol, which writes out this symbol in full, so you just simply can't miss what you're looking at. Now, the next thing about decentralized exchanges that you're going to want to pay attention to is the network and the exchange. You're going to see Uniswap. This is an exchange that's fairly widely known. There are many other decentralized exchanges out there, but you can read the exchange right here, and then the network that the symbol is on. So now you have these key pieces of data to understand that if you are wishing to trade one of these symbols, or if you're looking for a symbol on this decentralized exchange screener, you've got your key items because you know the symbol name, you know the network, and you see where it's happening. Exchange, Uniswap. That's a decentralized exchange. Now recall we've clicked most buyers, but why don't we now try top liquidity pools? Active DEX pools with highest liquidity locked. DEX means decentralized exchange. Now what you're going to notice here is the filters up here have already been filled out for us. And these filters are how you start to whittle down your list. Because if you add filters to your DEX screener, it's going to essentially filter the entire universe of symbols on DEXs and really just show you exactly what you're looking for. In this case, it says 778 symbols. If we go to trading volume, in this case, and let's do 10 million and above, look at this, we're down to 23 symbols. So these items up here are how you can start to add specific filters to whittle down exactly what it is you're looking for. Now in other videos, you may learn about our different screeners and the options available to you, but we will once again walk you through what these filters are just to get you started at least. And remember, the concepts that we explain now are applied to some of these other screeners as well as you get started. So for example, if you've built up a decentralized crypto watch list, you can add that watch list to the screener and it will run your watch list through the screener so that all you see are those symbols in your screener. You can, of course, as we mentioned, change the network. So if there's a network you like, a network that you specialize in the crypto space, you can do that just with a click here. Then, of course, the exchange, and there will be more DEXs being added to this tool over time. Please request them, reach out to our team, reach out to the DEXs that you like or follow or use, and we can get them added here so you can add more filters such as I only want to see Uniswap exchange or another exchange such as Verse. This is where you can do that. Then, of course, there's a percentage change as well. That's just what it sounds like. It even says 1 day here, but if we click 1 day, we could switch that to 1 week. And why don't we do 5% and above? Well, turns out there's no symbols at that level. Let's see if we can change this up a bit. There we go. So now what we've done is we've actually just removed some filters, which is a really good example for you. If you ever to add too many filters, you might whittle it down to the point where there's just no symbols that meet your criteria. So we actually removed transactions and trading volume to now see symbols that are up 5% or more over the last week and have a specific amount of liquidity. That gives us 28 symbols. So now you're really starting to understand what these are up here. These are your filters. And by the way, it's not necessarily endless, but there's a lot of data to add here, because if you click the plus symbol, you can quite literally add this data to your filters. So if you, for example, like to use Bollinger Bands, you can click this plus symbol, as we just did, go down to Technicals, find Bollinger Bands, and now add data about Bollinger Bands as a filter. Thus, this screener will filter out all of these symbols that don't meet this technical criteria. So if you're a technical trader and you've got your decentralized exchange screener set up, now you can add additional statistics that might fit your needs. And you can see here the options that are available to you, or just type in what you're looking for. We typed in bands and there's Bollinger Bands. So you can use the search box to find what you need as well. Now we're going to move our mouse here down the list because we do want to show you something that's quite important. And right now we're on table view. This looks almost like a list of sorts, but we can actually click chart view, which is a new feature. We've made some videos on this. We've walked you through this in other tutorials on our YouTube channel. Our help center has information on this. You have the ability to create a chart view of all of the charts and the screen that you just performed, which is quite possibly one of the most efficient ways to look through tons of charts all at once, specific to your criteria. In addition, you get to make bulk changes to these charts. You may have just noticed we switched every chart to candlesticks. Let's actually go back to an area chart. And also, why don't we zoom out a little bit? Let's look at the last 3 months. Now, every chart that is on this table view or list view will now be set to 3 months as an area chart, matching all of this criteria here that we've already added. And check this out. We can see these symbols now and make more informed decisions based on the analysis that we see on the charts, the trend, the direction. Perhaps we want to click into it and do some additional research. There are also some rather helpful quick tips here as well, because you can see here you can add instant flags as well on this chart view. So you might find that rather helpful also. Now, before we wrap up this video, we want to make sure that we do show you a few other important details, which is that you can fully customize the layout of the table view. Now, many people use these screeners as a list or table view like this. And keep in mind that you don't necessarily have to stick with these items, because if you want to produce an ultra simple and easy to read column view in your table view, do what we're doing. We click, we can change how we sort it. We can move it left or right, start or end. We can even click, drag, and hold and drag these to any point in the DEX screener. But for now, what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to remove a bunch. And now all we have is the price, the percentage change, the liquidity, and the fully diluted market cap. And let's also get the largest market caps first and the smallest market caps at the bottom. So we've now created a custom table view here just for us. So you can even see it's changed to custom. And these are sort of the preset table views that you have access to, but we've now created a custom one. So ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you have enjoyed this video all about the DEX screener. And as a final send-off, we want to show you a few key tools here that you might want to pay attention to. You can turn on auto refresh, which means these symbols will be filtering every 10 seconds or every 1 minute. So if you're a really active trader, you see this countdown, refresh, you're going to get this real-time data all across all the data here. This is probably one of the more faster ways for you to get real-time data in a table view like this. So be sure to understand this refresh button to get the data refreshed, or the capability where you can do every 10 seconds, every 1 minute, or just have it turned off entirely. In addition, remember that when you click the drop-down, you can save specific screens. And now we've made some changes and it says Save As. So let's go ahead and click that Save As button. And remember, this is no longer about top liquidity. This is actually sort of a performance screen with liquidity. And the reason why we're naming that screen this is because you can see we have our 1 week 5% performance and our liquidity. Let's click save. And now we've got performance with liquidity here. We click the drop down. These are our screens right here, performance with liquidity. So this video has given you an introduction to the new DEX screener, and we hope that you enjoy it. We hope that you walk away with an understanding of what decentralized exchanges are. And please let us know if you have any questions or comments.